Hi, this is Blue Collar Employee Retention. I am Jeremy Davis, the Employee Retention Master, helping you minimize early turnover, regrettable turnover, and maximizing retention without compromising your accountability or lowering your expectations. Now, today we will be talking about hiring and onboarding. Hiring and onboarding are critical to your retention efforts, and odds are very good if you're watching this video, you've already got the turnover issue established. You're to realize that I have high turnover, I need to get this fixed. Well, the best way to take care of turnover is by properly hiring. And then after properly hiring, a strategic onboarding process followed by a proper training regimen. Now we will cover those three bases as we go here. Now, first and foremost, if you are going through an employment agency or a temp agency, please stop. Please stop right now. Because depending on the size of your city or your county, that employment agency has tens, if not hundreds, of applicants in their funnel. And for most manufacturing, construction, warehouse type of jobs, they literally just have business A, B, C, D, E, F. Take the resume deck, shuffle it, and put employee 1 in A, 2 in B, 3 in C, 4 in D, etc. Because their goal is to fill positions. Their goal isn't to get you the person that will fit into your business. Their goal isn't to get you the superstar, the all-star, the person that will come in and mesh with your team. No. So the first step is for you to take responsibility, for you to take accountability, for you to bring in the people. Now, yes, this will slow down your hiring cycle, but that's a good thing, because it's much better to bring in one solid person as opposed to bringing in 6 C- players. That out of those 6 C- players, within 6 months, 5 of them are gone, and then you're left with one below average performer. If you took your time the first time to hire one person that week instead of the 6 that were given to you, you'd be in a much better position, because within 6 months, that one solid person that you brought in would be at least a B, if not a B plus person already, if you follow through with proper onboarding and proper training. Now, since we've now established the fact that you need to be the one hiring, let's figure out how to do this. Now, with Blue Collar Employee Retention, I can help you craft the specific way to do this. I can help you craft the specific messaging. But when you bring somebody on, in the interview process, before you even make them an offer, you need to set their expectations. You need to set the business expectations. And you need forward-facing accountability. They need to know what they will be accountable for on their onboarding. They need to know what they will be accountable for during their first month. They need to know what they will be accountable for during their training period. They need to know what they will be accountable for as soon as they are, quote-unquote, released into the wild. They need to know all of these things beforehand. And another critical reason that you need to do the hiring is that you know the team that you're hiring this person to come in to work with. You at least if you're a manager worth your, a business owner or upper manager worth your salt, you will know your teams. You will know what kind of person will best fit within this team. You will know the specific mental side and physical side that you're looking for a person to fit within that team. So when you are doing your interviewing, you can find that person that has the right aptitude, that has the right mentality, the right adaptability, and the right communication skills to fit within that team. These are all so critical, because the last thing that you want to try to do when you're trying to make a strawberry smoothie, you're trying to get the right person to fit in for the ingredients to make that strawberry smoothie within that group. The last thing that you want to do is bring in something that's totally not compatible. You want to make sure that you have something that's going to be a strawberry, a cream, an ice cream, a milk, at the very least, another fruit. You don't want to go out and bring in a green bean. So no, you know what you're looking for. You know precisely what will fit within that group. Now, yes, this will slow down your hiring process. Obviously, it's going to slow down your hiring process because you're bringing in one person. You're bringing in one person instead of 6 or 7. But it's much better to do it once correctly instead of 6, 7, 8, 9 times wrong. So and you need to take personal accountability to doing it right the first time yourself. Now, once you have given that person the expectations and accountability and have made the job offer and they've accepted the job offer and it's time for them to start, you need to have a strong strategic onboarding plan. Another place where blue collar employee retention can truly help you out. Because with blue collar employee retention, we can help you create an onboarding plan that will be specific to what is going on. It won't be full of corporate Kool-Aid. It won't be full of things that aren't going to matter to not only that person, but to their function within their job. Now, there might be some parts of your current onboarding that at this point don't fit that person's position or job, but could be valuable down the road. So you will want to have ongoing trainings with them after 6 months, after a year, after 2 years, ongoing, because that person might want to go to a different role. Or you might want that person to go to a different role. Either way, if they know what is involved in that role through, we'll call it post-onboarding, then that's actually a win-win for the company, because that will also increase your retention by creating business adaptability. Very, very critical, okay? This is all very critical. But you don't want your onboarding full of fluff. You want it full of meat and potatoes. You want it full of quality, safety, productivity, the end customer, the next customer. You want everything spelled out so that after they come out of onboarding, they're not floating around with their head in the sky thinking, this is the best thing since sliced bread came about. Oh boy. And then they get out to the floor and realize, what have I got myself into? I've seen that time and time and time again. And when you do that, and when that happens, that person's gone. Okay? I mean, I have seen so many people come in, go through onboarding, and leave. Also, I have seen a number of people get hired, go through onboarding, go through day shift training 101, basically, we'll call it. And then the moment they are done with training and get put out into the wild, they're released into their own actual work environment, they're gone. I've seen that so many times. And if you go through what I can teach you in blue collar employee retention, we can eliminate that. We can eliminate your day one quits, your week one quits, your your post onboarding quits, your post training quits. Because do you know how many hours of of pay for not only that person, but also for the onboarder and for the trainer that you've already paid by the time that they walk out? It's outrageous. The amount of profit, potential profit, that you have spent on that person for them to quit. And this doesn't even include the lower morale of the department, the increased errors in the department, the reduced productivity of the department, and the added payroll for that department because you're paying what is remaining in that area overtime. And then you're also going to be losing customers because you can't meet your demand. Doing it the wrong way is a business killer, period and point blank. So, if you work with blue collar employee retention, I will help you hire correctly. I will help you create a very strategic, pinpointed onboarding. Now, training is where it gets a little bit trickier because depending on the complexity of your business and the individual's pre-knowledge, your actual on-the-floor training can be anywhere from as little as 2 days for very menial jobs, up to 2, 3, 4 months for more complex operations. But again, that is something that we will address when we're working together. Now, for now, I am focused on helping companies in Indiana fix their retention issues. I'm working with companies in Indiana to help them fix their turnover, because turnover and retention are your two largest expenses that you have complete control over. I mean, obviously you've got electricity, you've got the building payment, you've got different overheads that you have, period, no matter what happens. But when it comes to a controllable expense, your payroll is your most controllable expense. And I want you to be able to have a predictable, very predictable payroll that you, and take that additional profit that you are now gaining from having a very steady payroll and use that profit and reinvest it back into your business, be it systems, equipment, growing facilities, new customers, marketing, whatever you possibly want that you can actually reinvest to grow your business instead of continually pouring it back into the turnover merry-go-round. You need to get off of the employment merry-go-round. So go to bluecollaremployeeretention.com, scroll through the page, and you will see where you want to schedule a call. From there, go through, schedule a call. We'll get on the phone together and I will let you know exactly what I can do to help you maximize your retention through proper hiring techniques. Now, what this is a 6-month program that will honestly change your business.